folks, Stuart here from Universal Rocks, and I'm pretty excited today. What I've got is a whole selection of fish tanks decorated like never before. Okay, we've got a bunch of 75 gallons and a bunch of 140 gallons. But I've got my good friend here, Dan and Mark, and we're making aquariums in our facility as well as all the decorations. And really, what have we got here, Dan? We've set up a 75 gallon tank.
Absolutely.
You've been keeping fish a lot longer than I have. What's this most suitable for?
Well, most popular fish, of course, freshwater community fish. This is ideal for that. Any of the Amazon cichlids would be fine, but generally speaking, a community fish, freshwater fish, angelfish, mollies, platies, and the like.
Okay. The purpose of this really is obviously to sell our product. There's no question there, but to get it easy for the end user who's not used to aquascaping their tank. So we've done that with a whole selection of some of our best and newest pieces of rocks and trees and what have you. So let's move along to the 140 gallon tank. We've got it set up in two ways. We've got it set up great for African cichlids, which you're a king of. You've had these for many, many years.
This has been one of my favorite decorations. This is the Texas wall. You might remember me speaking of it some time ago, but here it is knocked down to a 48-inch version. Again, one of the more popular size tanks. Accented with a couple of foreground rocks. This is what's called a hardscape, so there's no plants. Definitely an African cichlid type of tank.
Yep, don't want plants with that. You could add plants if you want, but you don't typically have plants with the cichlids.
We absolutely can put plants in there, but there are the guys that want just a free swimming fish, and in this case, rocks only is perfect. But again, just jumping back real quick, the Texas wall, one of the challenges is getting the water filtered, and I think you've come up with a brilliant way to help move water. How'd you do that?
So we've just got a hole at the top here, so your intake will go into that hole, and then the other side, you've got your outlet where the water's coming over, so you're sucking the water at the back. There's a screen on this underneath that you can't see that helps water get through as well, so you've got the water getting sucked from the back. That's not so necessary on the crevice backgrounds here and the rocky background we're about to come to, because there's so little water kept behind that, and the background, if you hold it up to the sunlight, you'll see pinholes anyway, but this has a lot more water behind it.
A very, very clever way to deal with getting water moving. What most people would think that's a stagnant area, it's definitely not. So putting the screen on there, allowing water to move back into the intake, it also eliminates the need for a screen on the intake itself. You notice when you put that hose in there, there is no screen over the cover, so it's moving tons and tons of water.
Okay, we've got our best-selling background here. This is our rocky background. Comes in all sizes from 10 gallon to 225 gallon off the shelf. And then we've put one of the best bits of wood I've ever molded. I never thought I could actually mold it with these big long tentacles, these tree roots, but perfect. So great. Once again, what's this one for, do you think?
I would do, again, community fish. Larger community fish would be perfect. In my mind, one of the coolest things you've done here is solve the floating plant issue. If you notice, this is actually now got a handy rock on the very bottom. So in the past, fish will dig up the plants and they would float. Well, now we've solved that problem. It's just another innovation from Universal Rocks.
So look out for it. We've got them in line now. We've got them on stock. We've got them in stock. Hopefully we can keep them in stock. But 140 gallon, 75 gallon Universal Rocks aquarium and decorations.
Thank you.